Okay. Yeah, right now. So, hi everyone. My name is Bilgesu Sumer. I'm from Istanbul, Turkey, and I'm a doctoral researcher at K11 under the supervision of Professor Els Kins, and my second institution will be the NTU.
Bilgesu?
Yeah.
You may want to go to presentation mode or to swap screens, because now we see everything that you are reading.
Yeah, full screen, please. More, full screen.
Screens, I cannot, so I'm going to, I'm going to disconnect my other screen. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, these are very typical things in online conferences.
Is it okay now?
Now it's perfect.
Yeah, this is fine.
It's perfect. So yeah, my second institution will be a Triodos Bank in Netherlands. I have my bachelor's degree in law and LLM degree in EU law from Marmara University. During my studies, I worked voluntarily in different projects and participated in student exchanges in Europe, while I'm now specialized in EU data protection law. I used to be an attorney at law. This year, I graduated from Tilburg University Law and Technology LLM program. I have a wide range of research interests, including standardization in data protection and cybersecurity, human-machine interactions, especially brain-computer interfaces. In more general terms, I've been always interested in human rights and legal philosophy. My project topic relates to digital identity, biometrics, and blockchain. So I will explore these themes through a legal perspective, of course. And during these 3 years, I should, in broad terms, find answers to the following questions. What are the advantages of using blockchains in identity management systems? That includes dynamic behavioral biometric data. What are the risks of the same? I should evaluate the GDPR fitness of this technology, and I should, in the end, propose a legal framework reconciling the best of both worlds. I want to give an example to show the perspective of the end user. This is Alice. Alice is using a smartwatch that runs an algorithm processing her heartbeats. Her heartbeats are used to create a unique biometric template that can prove that who's wearing the watch is her. She has a digital wallet on her smartphone that is connected to her watch. The digital wallet keeps a variety of personal data belonging to her. Such as her date of birth and address. The digital wallet is connected to a blockchain layer that records of the personal data transacting between the chosen service providers. Alice wants to buy an online ticket for a concert that will be held in her town, and the event has an age limit of 18. The organization of the event wants her to prove her age. As her digital wallet, as long as she's wearing her smartwatch, she can access her digital wallet, and therefore she can prove that she's over 18 without revealing any other personal information. Moreover, she can pay the fee for the ticket and transfer the ticket to her digital wallet through her bank. So all the transactions made can be seen in the blockchain, where both the organization and bank can confirm that she is who she claims to be, without really knowing who she is. The information on the blockchain is hashed and timestamped, therefore cannot be changed later. So as you probably already know how the blockchain works, blockchain are decentralized ledgers that are hashed to each other. A hash is a function that converts an input into an encrypted output of a fixed length. So it's a one-way encryption. Data stored on blockchain is tamper-proof and in public blockchains. However, the most striking aspect of it is that the transactions on the blockchain are made without an intermediary. Transactions must be confirmed by many actors on a peer-to-peer network, such as full nodes, which has all the data stored in their computer, let's say in basic terms, and light nodes, which are users, and there are also miners, which has an economic incentive. So it is known to be invented by Satoshi Nakamoto in 2018, but the example and the project I'm working on, of course, very different from that. So, as my colleague Jan mentioned yesterday, the GDPR has many principles, such as purpose limitation, transparency, and security. All of these principles, in general terms, aims to grant more control to data subjects over their data. Blockchain technology seems promising in a sense, as it offers increased security and transparency and enabling selective data sharing. This may mean more control over personal data. Although the regulation aims to do that, there is another actor in the same regulation, the data controller, and as the name implies, which also has control over the personal data. The once shared, the personal data that are stored in centralized databases can be repurposed or shared unlawfully. Therefore, whether blockchain technology grants more control to the data subjects is also controversial, and for the reasons I will explain here. The definition of the controller is a bit problematic. Because there are several legal certainties about blockchain in the field of data protection, but the main problem is that there might be an accountability gap. So this problem is observed with public blockchains, such as Bitcoin, and the reason why such a problem exists has to do with the data controller is defined under the GDPR as the natural or legal person, public authority, agency, or other body which, alone or jointly with others, determines the purposes and means of the processing of personal data. In the blockchain, many actors partake in different phases of personal data processing. So this nature, this polycentric nature of the blockchain makes it very difficult to determine who's accountable for data processing under the GDPR, and more important, that this uncertainty may shift responsibility from data controller to data subjects in some specific cases. This means that depending on a case-by-case analysis, data subjects may become joint controllers concerning specific data processing operations. And since every block has the hash value of the previous block, it is very hard, if not impossible, to change the data stored in the blockchains. This fact conflicts with some very important principles and rights in the GDPR, such as data minimization, accuracy, and the famous right to be forgotten. And of course, when these two important conflicting matters meet the highly sensitive and irrevocable nature of biometric data, the risk might be higher. Because these data are so sensitive that they actually form part of bodily integrity. So the risk related to biometric data processing considerably differs from the risks that might emerge from personal data in blockchains, for example, that transact cryptocurrencies. So I chose to analyze, with the guidance of my supervisor, these problems through the lens of the notion of control. The control over one's personal information relates to how, when, and to what extent one's personal data are shared with others. This notion, of course, is not only exclusive to the GDPR. It was existing before, of course, and in some European jurisdictions such as German jurisdiction, privacy is seen as a personality right, and also the European Court of Human Rights interprets the right to privacy very to include all aspects of personality, and control in these terms actually means both revealing and hiding the personal data, and very actually big broad control how, when, and to what extent to share this data. So during this research, I should further consider these questions, and I'm planning to ask these questions as well and analyze them through the lens of control. First of all, it's necessary to clarify where to store the biometric templates. For example, right now we know that in the end user's device seems more secure than even storing the identifiers, pseudonymized data, and the blockchains itself. And there are many governance models, such as public, private, hybrids. So these blockchains can be under the control of consortiums. And this actually means that they are not, in a way, decentralized anymore. So it's a bit of a trade-off from the benefits of the blockchain promises. And third, it's necessary to evaluate who the controller is actually, and is there any nexus between the control and the responsibility from the perspective of legal philosophy. And also anonymization is a big issue right now, because if anonymized properly, then the data means actually erased. But there are many techniques, and there is a controversial views in the, for example, data protection authorities views are conflicting with each other, because, for example, the British Data Protection Authority thinks that if we put the data beyond use, then we can deem it as deleted. But what is actually putting beyond use? Is it anonymization, or can we do it with homomorphic encryption or peppered hashes? It is not clear, so I also would like to analyze this through the lens of the control. So thank you very much. And any questions?
Thank you, Bilgesu. Are there questions?